Situated on the northernmost tip of the African continent, Ceuta and Melilla are two Spanish autonomous cities, paradoxically European yet firmly rooted in Africa. These cities are perched on opposite sides of the Strait of Gibraltar, where Europe and Africa are separated by just 13 kilometers of water. Despite being part of Spain, they lie on African soil, making them the last remaining European territories on the continent. The question is, how did these cities come to be, and why do they remain so politically and culturally significant today? This is the untold story of Ceuta and Melilla. The story of Ceuta and Melilla begins in the ancient world. Thousands of years ago, the Phoenicians, skilled traders and seafarers, settled along North Africa's coastline. Ceuta, originally known as Septim, was established as a trading hub and military outpost. By the 5th century BCE, the city was a part of the Carthaginian Empire, and its strategic location made it an essential part of Mediterranean trade. After the fall of Carthage, Ceuta came under Roman control, evolving into a key military and commercial port. As time marched on, it witnessed the rise and fall of empires, including the Vandals and the Byzantine Empire, each leaving their mark on its history. By the early 7th century, the rise of Islam dramatically reshaped the history of the Mediterranean and North Africa. Under the leadership of General Tariq ibn Ziyad, Muslim forces crossed the Strait of Gibraltar in 711 AD, marking the beginning of the Islamic conquest of the Iberian Peninsula. Before that monumental event, Ceuta, already a rich port city, had been under Byzantine rule. In 711, it fell to the forces of the Umayyad Caliphate, which also extended its influence over Melilla in the following centuries. Ceuta, under Islamic rule, became a center of trade and learning, benefiting from the broader Islamic Golden Age that spanned from the 8th to 13th centuries. The legacy of Islamic rule can still be seen in the region's architecture, language, and traditions, which would later influence the medieval and Renaissance periods of Spain. As the age of exploration dawned in the 15th century, European powers turned their eyes southward, eager to expand their influence over Africa. The first major shift came in 1415, when Portugal, under King John I, captured Ceuta after a brutal siege. The Portuguese saw Ceuta as a strategic gateway for controlling trade routes, especially for gold and spices from sub-Saharan Africa. This marked the beginning of European colonization on the African continent. The city would change hands again in 1668, when it was ceded to Spain after the Treaty of Lisbon. Not long after, Spain took control of Melilla in 1497, further consolidating its presence in North Africa. By the 16th century, Ceuta and Melilla were integral parts of Spain's empire, serving as vital fortresses to protect the Mediterranean trade routes. Despite being situated on African soil, Ceuta and Melilla were fully integrated into the Spanish Empire. Over time, these cities became more than mere military outposts. They became symbols of Spanish sovereignty. However, Morocco has long contested Spain's control over them. For centuries, Morocco has claimed Ceuta and Melilla as part of its territory, considering them remnants of colonialism. The tension over these cities has led to numerous diplomatic disputes and confrontations between Spain and Morocco. Though Ceuta and Melilla are recognized as Spanish territories under international law, Morocco continues to demand their return, making the cities flashpoints for regional conflict. The Moroccan government and its citizens see these cities as symbols of European occupation in a post-colonial world. Today, Ceuta and Melilla are vibrant cities, modernizing yet still carrying the weight of their complex history. As Spanish autonomous cities, they enjoy a degree of self-governance with their own local governments, budgets, and administrative systems. Ceuta is known for its impressive fortifications, many of which date back to the 17th century, while Melilla is renowned for its Art Deco architecture. Both cities share a multicultural identity. Residents are a mixture of Spanish, Moroccan, Berber, and other North African heritage, making them truly unique cultural hubs. Despite their relatively small size, Ceuta and Melilla are deeply integrated into the European Union, yet remain geographically and culturally tied to Africa. Perhaps the most contentious aspect of life in Ceuta and Melilla is their role as the EU's southern frontier. These cities have become symbolic of Europe's struggle with migration. The city's heavily fortified borders, topped with barbed wire and monitored by surveillance, are the first line of defense against migrants seeking to enter the European Union. Thousands of migrants, mainly from sub-Saharan Africa, attempt to scale these walls every year in search of a better life. These high-risk efforts have led to numerous deaths and human rights concerns. The international community often criticizes Spain for its harsh border policies, while at the same time, Spain argues that these cities are essential to maintaining EU security. The border crises reflect the broader issues of migration, human rights, and the tension between Europe and Africa. Despite the political struggles, Ceuta and Melilla thrive as multicultural centers. The city's populations blend Spanish, Muslim, Jewish, and Christian traditions, creating unique cultural fabric. Festivals from both sides of the Mediterranean, Spanish processions and Moroccan celebrations fill the streets. The architecture, too, is a testament to this mix. Ceuta's fortresses and colonial buildings contrast with Melilla's modernist structures, all set against a backdrop of North African landscapes. Culinary traditions also intermingle, with local dishes reflecting a fusion of Spanish and North African flavors. Life here is a balancing act, where Spanish law and culture coexist alongside the influence of Islamic, Berber, and African customs. The future of Ceuta and Melilla remains uncertain. Will these cities continue to stand as Europe's last bastions on African soil, or will they one day be redefined by the winds of political change? As the world grapples with migration, identity, and colonial legacies, Ceuta and Melilla serve as microcosms of these global struggles. One thing is clear: these cities, their history, and their people will continue to play a pivotal role in shaping the relationship between Europe and Africa. Thank you for watching this deep dive into the complex world of Ceuta and Melilla. If you found this documentary insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell for notifications. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. How do you see the future of these two unique cities?